Hi, this is Cindy and Destiny from Keep It Real Podcast, and we're here today with Scott from the Heated Shenanigans Podcast, the owner actually. We've got some pretty important stuff to talk about today. You said that you wanted to talk about this amazing event that's happened to benefit the Muscular Dystrophy Association, right?
Correct.
Okay. You want to go ahead and tell people a little bit about that? I saw you got
Oh,
some big names on the card for that. That's
yes,
pretty exciting.
yes, thank you. Yeah, on Friday, November 3rd in Lafayette, Indiana, at the Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds, DCCW, in partnership with Heated Shenanigans Podcast, will be hosting Flex on Muscular Dystrophy. We are bringing in WWE Hall of Famer Devon Dudley, WWE legend Victoria will be there. And this is all about helping to raise money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, something that has affected me personally and a couple of the wrestlers that are going to be on the card as well.
Mm, okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you if it was a personal thing, or how you got involved with that.
I've known a couple of people for a number of years that have suffered from Becker's muscular dystrophy, and I mean they're in their early 30s, and the life expectancy, unfortunately, they've started to creep past. So, but they're still doing strong. They're still doing good. They're not giving up, and they're trying to live their life as normal as humanly possible, even with a lot of severe limitations.
Um, See, I don't know a lot about the disease. I do know that sometimes people don't even have symptoms up until they're in their 30s and 40s. Is that correct?
It de-
Certain types.
it depends on what type you have, and it's a case by case. I mean, everybody's different. We all have different inner workings. Most commonly, it starts in children. Unfortunately, like you'll notice them starting to fall down more out of nowhere. Um, the friends that I have, that they weren't able to lift a half gallon of milk by the time they were 7. That was too heavy for them.
That's horrible. Need to hear that. Trying to think. I know you said that it's affected you personally. How do you? What would you say to people that are dealing with the same things that you're dealing with? How would you tell them, different ways to cope with that, how to keep going?
I would say definitely love them. Love the people that have it, that you're close with, and keep encouraging them, because this is something that, again, we live in a time where modern research is so far advanced what it was 10 years ago, and 10 years from now it's going to be even more advanced. But currently there is no cure for any form of muscular dystrophy, and for that, like, it can be very depressing, it can be very daunting on the people that have it. But encouraging them, find activities that is safe for them to do and help keep them mentally stimulated. And again, I do want to put on here, I by no means am I a doctor, so do not take this as any type of medical advice. But um, just be there for them, be a support system, and just do what you can to improve the quality of their life.
This event, and that's great advice. I mean, in any area of your life, that you should be there for people, especially anybody that has any kind of, I don't want to call it a disability, but anything that's causing you to not be able to function in a full capacity, as you would say a normal person would. Just be there, whether it be mental or physical. Um, on this event, is there any way that if someone is not in the area, because I know you said it was in Indiana,
Mhm.
is there any way people could reach out to be able to help if they want to help the cause?
Yeah, and we have the MDA has a donation tab that you can go to. I believe it's on mda.org or mda.com, I believe, and you can make an affordable donation. I always like to say make an affordable donation, because I don't want people to feel like they're pigeonholed into donating exorbitant amount of money. Like, whatever's good. Like, if it's only $1, yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's $1 that was not in the budget to do research or pay for camps or leg braces that they didn't have before.
Right. Right. I agree. And you give 100 people, give $1, that's $100. It adds up quick, doesn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I know you said that there's Victoria and Devon Dudley. How did it go about that all of these amazing wrestlers, wrestling legends got involved?
Well, that is a fantastic question. I actually am Victoria's agent. I am one of them.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I had reached out to her about the event. Well, originally Rikishi was supposed to be on the show, but
Oh,
Rikishi had informed us that he had double booked himself and he needed to honor the original booking, which we completely understood. No hard feelings. Trust me, it happens. I got to check Victoria's calendar sometime before I confirm a date for her. But Victoria is so involved with charity through GAW TV that she hosts with Mickey James and Val on YouTube. Cheap little plug for my girls there, but
hey, plug away.
they
Plug
do.
away.
They host Dresselmania every year, and it's a great event to help benefit charity. I know Mickey is really involved in charity, and Victoria was all for it when I asked her. Devon is somebody that we recently started taking bookings for. And Devon is a tremendous individual, and he was all for helping out and do what he could to help make this event better and get more people and more attention for it. Two of the absolute greatest people you'd ever want to meet.
Oh, love to get that opportunity someday. I've always heard great things about Victoria, especially. Always heard great things about her. What did you say that her and Mickey James is? What's that called again?
GAW TV, GAW TV on YouTube.
Okay, GAW TV. Y'all check it out. Check it out. Um, I was going to ask you something else about that. The wrestling community in general, I've noticed, has been if you take the time to try to get to know them, they all have such big hearts. Just in general. From just the ones that I've met. Obviously they have to their own careers and they have to do things, and they're super busy people. But I mean, they really are just like us. They care. Or,
The thing a lot of people don't understand with them is they pay bills just like you and I do,
yes.
and their signing appearances, they go to pay bills, they go to pay the rent, the mortgage, the kiddos, the wife, the husband, what have you. Like they're regular people and they've got stories just like you and I do. And again, it has been such a incredible ride to get the opportunity to work with these people and to share stories with them and travel with them. It's been incredibly rewarding.
I bet. How did you? I mean, just a side note here. How did you end up being her? Her agent.
Well, I've had a very long time friend in Tony Vela who helped get me into this. He is a representative for Kurt Angle, and Tony has been in the business for many years. I think so highly of Tony, and I owe everything to Tony. I would not be in the position I'm in if it were not for Tony Vela. And he had helped me set up a booking for Victoria at an independent show, and it kind of just started to snowball from there. Like you get in there, you start talking with them, and the number one thing, you make sure you treat them well. You take care of them. You get them good bookings. You make sure that they're paid, their travel's taken care of. And Tony introduced me to this world, and it's so addicting. And once we got rolling with this, like the names started to accumulate. Rikishi is somebody we work with. Um, Chavo Guerrero Jr. is somebody that we're in the process of. Candice Michelle, Jazz.
Oh,
There's so many, and honestly, like I can't begin to tell you how incredibly awesome it is.
that's fantastic. I mean, they always say you never know who's watching. So always be your kindest, always be your best. And that story right there goes to prove that. I mean, because it's not every day that you get to work with legends like that. It's not. Is there anything else that you would like to share about, I mean, even your podcast?
Oh, well, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Mhm.
Yeah, Heated Shenanigans Podcast. We air, I wanted originally it started out weekly, but we're inching towards daily content. And
Wow.
we had a great group of guys over there and girls that are working hard around the clock. And I never want to take any type of singular credit for this podcast because honestly, it is a team effort. It does not happen without a group of people. There's only so much I can do in a day, and the guys and girls that help run this podcast are incredible. And I would not have the opportunities for this podcast without them. But we are on YouTube. We do also upload episodes to Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podbean, etc. But primarily our home is on YouTube, and we have interviews up with Rikishi, Jake the Snake, Victoria, SoCal Val, a lot of talent. And we're adding more. We're working on people. We just haven't had the I's dotted and T's crossed to make it official, but we have some more in the works. And if you guys like
You're
professional
breaking
wrestling.
up a little bit.
Oh, is that better? Can you still hear me okay? I think you might have froze on my end.
Hey, it's back.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah,
Sorry for the interruption, but yeah, continue.
yeah, I would say just again, it's Heated Shenanigans Podcast on YouTube. Definitely feel free to hit that subscribe button because we're trying to hit a 2,000 subscriber mark. We just recently broke 1,000, and
Oh,
it's
congratulations.
thank you, thank you.
That's awesome. So, do you have any other ways? I mean, I know you said YouTube, but I mean, is it all the same? Just Heated Shenanigans Podcast. If people want to go follow you on Spotify,
Oh
or do you
yeah,
have Facebook? It's all the same.
yeah. We yeah, Facebook's same. Twitter is HSP_ODCAST on Twitter. Uh, Somehow the handle wouldn't work the first time, so I had to put it in a different way, and it took. But yeah, our Twitter handle is the only thing that's really different from everything else. But we keep it simple. Heated Shenanigans Podcast.
Okay, that's awesome. You all go give them a like and a follow. They're doing great things. Did you see Muscular Dystrophy Association? I mean, that's a fantastic organization to help people to raise money for people, that maybe can't even afford their own care. Um, you want to give that address again, people that
Yes,
might be in the area.
yes, it'll be at the Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds in Lafayette, Indiana. The doors will open at 5. The show starts at 7 p.m. And it is worth noting Victoria and Devon will be signing the entire time that they are there.
Oh, wow.
So they have been very gracious with their time, and I'm very appreciative of it. And I do want to take a moment, if I may, to just to plug the sponsors for the event. Uh,
Absolutely.
Hooters in Lafayette, Indiana, Plato's Closet in Lafayette, Indiana, Hampton Inn as well has sponsored Evil Genius Tattoo Club, Executive Cuts Barbershop, Infinity Toys. I want to say that's all of them. Oh, Pace Dairy in Crawfordsville. That was, and Neon Cactus. Those are the other ones that have sponsored. I believe that's all of them.
That's an amazing amount. I mean, people that want to chip in to help. I mean, that's fantastic. I was looking at the doors open and bell times, and front row tickets start at $50. I mean, front row. Come on, guys. If you're in the area, that's so worth it. And bleacher seats $10. I mean, that's good. Is there any other? I know you said Victoria and Devon are going to sign autographs. Are there any other meet and greet opportunities while people are there?
We do have a couple of bands and local artists that will be performing. Mike Bradley, one of the most well-renowned rap artists in the city for Lafayette, Indiana, will be performing live. In addition to Barney Mugger's street band will be performing as well. They were gracious enough to donate their time to come out and help entertain the crowd before the show, and they're going to be at the show as well. And we've got a lot of surprises in store when it comes to Victoria and Devon at the show. So definitely, trust me, I can assure you, you're going to get your money's worth.
Oh, well, if we were closer, we would definitely be there. That's exciting news. Exciting news. Thank you so much for coming on and for sharing. Anything else that you want people to know about this event?
I mean, for ticket or information or more information on the event, you're free to visit our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We've got it up there all over, and it's ready for everybody to come out, support a great night of professional wrestling, but most importantly, help raise money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association so we can hopefully make some positive changes for individuals that are unfortunately suffering from this.
Yes, absolutely. Every penny makes a difference, guys. Every penny. And if you see this, share it. Share about the event. If you look on our Facebook page, the poster is there also. We'll share it again down in the comments. So even if you're not in the area, you can share. You can do your part. Let people know about it because you never know who's going to see it. And again, you all share Heated Shenanigans Podcast. Go check them out. Give them a like and a follow. Check out Victoria's and the page he was talking about. What was it again?
GAW TV.
GAW TV. Check it out also. And again, thank you so much for coming on and sharing. It's a great cause. It's fantastic.
Yes, thank you guys for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime. We're honored that you came on. Little old podcast like ours. Thank you.
No, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
And this is Cindy and Destiny, Keep It Real Podcast and Heated Shenanigans Podcast signing off. Saying see you next time. Thanks.